Hey, Rich here. It's a little cold today. Here I have a bag full of stuff. Let me put that for you. There are 9 things in here. And I got the other one right here. I'll show you that in a little bit. This is for the challenge. 10-item kit from a dollar store. I would normally think about untying it, but right here now my hands are pretty cold. I'm going to do an overnight trip with this, but I wanted to show you. Here's the list of items, and here's my total. Okay, it was $10.58. All right, what would I have chosen? First things first, I'll show the one that's not in the bag. I have 1 gallon of water. With all the rains we had, I can get plenty of water. But I chose water because I think in any scenario, if it's a trip like this, a 1 or 2 night trip, if I could take a gallon of water with me, I would. So, plain and simple. I need a cutting tool. Seen this thing on the one video I did on the $1 neck knife. So here's my choice for a knife. Because of the type of challenge this is, I'm not going to take this home and put it to my stones and sharpen it before I do the trip. For a fire source, these. Now, are these the best lighters? No. But I got 3 of them for $1. So this will more than get me through a night or 2, and this would actually get me through for a very long time. There's 3 items: a gallon of water, a knife, and I put that knife through use before so I know it'll handle my tasks, and lighters. A 9-foot by 12-foot plastic drop cloth. I've used these in survival kits and such for years. I did a test with one of these, put it up out at the timber, and went out and spent nights, a night here and there, for a week, then weeks, then a month, then months. This thing made it for 6 months before it was finally getting to where we got, well, a branch fell and shredded a big long tear, too big for me to get past. But it made 6 months. So this one is a 0.7 mil thick plastic. I'm not putting it on the side of a cliff, standing up to 40-mile-an-hour winds. This was in woods with trees that were blocking, a heavy amount of wind. But it started in the winter. Okay, it made it through the early winter, through the deep winter, and through spring, till we got some really, really bad rain and dropped a branch from a different tree. It came way over. A way to carry it and to help me be visibly seen, a laundry mesh bag. That allows me to store and carry this stuff. That's going with me. Because if I took my backpack, that's an item that isn't part. I saw somebody doing the 5-item challenge, but they took a backpack. Is that acceptable? Because it's another item, It's a tough decision. Cordage. I've used this stuff before. I want to show you a trick involved in this. Not a trick, we'll call it a tip. This stuff is awesome, works beautifully. 45 meters, so 7. This little flashlight. Now this flashlight came with batteries, so it's not much. There's a light and another light. So means it's going to be a very cold trip. The drop cloth will protect me a lot by blocking the wind. I will have fire for heat. And in this challenge, I have nothing as far as allowing me the opportunity for a comfortable night's sleep other than something I can construct out there. And I don't have much means beyond. For cooking and such, I have a metal loaf pan. I have used these before. I'm going to use that in conjunction with this. So this one thing here is going to make me 2 meals. And I have the water to make it. This is the 10th item, my Tealight candles. I might show you something with that in a second. Because if you notice, we got snow. This is a follow-up video only because when I got looking at my footage, I found that I only had 9 of my 10 items. The package I had for it was left in Jeff's car, so I don't have it. So this is one that's left over from when I did the flower pot heater thing. A package of 16 Tealight candles. And if you saw my video, these last for about 3 hours each. So this will make a great fire starter in really adverse conditions. My shelter. I have my cordage. I have my fire. I have my knife. I have light because it's going to be a very long night. I have food. I have water. And I have a vessel to cook the food in. And I have the means to transport everything. A package of 16 Tealight candles. So those are my 10 items, and this little bit of wood here. You can see in here we've got ice. I'm not going to take and knock all the ice off. We're just going to do a demo here of what I can do with a Tealight in adverse condition. Pull out one of my Tealights. Got a match. Alright, build a little bit of a platform here. We're going to start layering some, where's that ice? This is not how I would ever recommend building a fire, by the way. We're just looking at it from the standpoint of showing what you can accomplish if you add something like this Tealight to give you continuous flame in adverse condition. We can also look at some of this stuff here from when I did a test. You'll see in a video posted to be done soon. This is definitely some adverse wood. I'm pulling it right out of the snowpack. As you can see, the wood will be compelled to burn. Because the flame is persistent. It's going to dry the moisture. As you saw, I put on some really crappy, nasty stuff. It's going to take a minute to overcome that, but it will overcome it. Make sure it has adequate air. So that's an adequate wood. I can get my fire. Yeah, listen to the moisture in that stuff. I'd say some of my ice and snow melted. Okay, now I think we have fire for real. And my candle is forfeit, of course, but it got me a fire that I can now maintain. So you might not be the best at starting a fire, but this will get you there. And if you need something started that you haven't got the time to process down, because you have to do other things like get your shelter while you're doing it, this can get this and get it up and going while I'm doing something else. Alright. That's been a show. And it's very cold and I can warm my hands.